Good morning, everyone. Introduction to math and its application was given by me in the previous class. Today, we are stepping into the subject, and the topic is number system. It is the concept where mathematics starts. Number system. Number system is classified into two as real numbers and complex numbers. This complex numbers is otherwise known as imaginary numbers. Because these numbers are formed of imagination, they don't exist in real. Let us start from basic. These concepts you have already studied in your previous grades. First comes natural number. Natural number is denoted by capital N. Okay, natural number starts from 1, 2, 3, etc. and goes on till positive infinity. You cannot just say natural number is from 1 to infinity, because 2.5 lies between 1 and infinity. Is 2.5 a natural number? No. Natural numbers are counting numbers. That means, consider I have 5 fingers in my hand. When I start counting my fingers, I'll start from 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I'm not starting to count from 0. 0, 1. No one will start counting anything from 0. 1, 2, 3 is the way to count anything. That's why natural numbers are counting numbers. The number line for natural numbers is, it starts from 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, goes on till infinity. You cannot write or put a arrow mark here because it starts from 1. There is no number in front of 1 in natural number. Next comes whole number. Whole number is denoted by capital W. Whole number starts from 0 and goes on till positive infinity. Whole number is nothing but adding 0 to natural number. Zero together with natural number gives you whole number. And the number line for whole number is, starts from 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, etc. till positive infinity. Next comes integer. Integer is denoted by capital Z. Integers are nothing but negative numbers with whole numbers. That is, whole numbers start from 0, 1, 2, etc. till positive infinity. Negative numbers are -1, -2 and goes on till negative infinity. The number line will be like here we'll be having arrow marks on both sides because 0 to positive infinity whole number, -1 to minus infinity negative numbers. Okay, the number line will be having 0 in the middle, 1, 2, 3 goes on till positive infinity whole numbers, and negative numbers -1, -2, -3 etc. goes on till negative infinity. In integers on both the sides the numbers goes on. That's why we'll be having arrow marks in both the sides. Next comes rational number. Rational number is denoted by capital Q. Rational number is nothing but integer together with fractions. You have learnt fraction in your previous grade, that is in grade 7 as second chapter. Fraction is nothing but it is used to denote a part of whole. That is, when you consider this as a whole part, a full part, and if we divide it twice, we will get 4 sections. Okay. To denote this single section 1, I use fraction, that is 1/4. The total number of parts, that is 1, 2, 3, 4, totally 4 parts we have, that is denoted as denominator. And the number of parts we consider is written as numerator. If you have to denote 2 parts of this whole part, the fraction will be like 2/4. For 3 parts, to denote 3 parts, you will be writing the fraction as 3/4, which means among these 4 total parts, 3 is selected. 3 parts are shaded. So this picture is denoted by this fraction 3/4, where 3 parts are shaded and total number of parts is 4. Among these 4 total parts, 3 parts are selected. This is fraction. Okay, fraction is always positive. When it comes to rational number, integer, that is this number line, integer's number line is together with fraction. The actual definition for rational number is any number which is of the form p/q, where p and q are integers and q not equal to 0 is a rational number. I'll repeat once again. Rational number is a number which is of the form p/q, where p and q are integers and q not equal to 0, which means this denominator will not be 0. For example, 1/4 is a rational number. This is considered as P, this is considered as, this is considered as P, this is considered as Q. Both are integers. We have 1 and 4 in integers number line. This is a rational number. Minus 1 by 4 is also a rational number. 1 by minus 4 is also a rational number. Minus 1 by minus 4 is also a rational number. Because we have negative numbers in integer. Here the condition for rational number is P and Q are integers, so you can choose negative numbers also. These are the examples of rational number. Rational numbers are of two types. One is terminating, second one is non-terminating, and recurring. Terminating is nothing but a number which is divided. For example, consider 1 by 4, which gives you the answer 0.25. That is, the answer is 0.25. The number after decimal will not continue. That's it. The answer is terminating. In case of non-terminating, consider 1 by 3. The answer will be 0.3333. It goes on. There is no end for 3, which is written as 0.3 bar, which means this 3 repeats. This is example for non-terminating, and this is example for terminating. Another example for non-terminating is 2 by 3, which is 0.66666 goes on, which can be again written as 0.6 bar. Recurring means repeating. We have seen 2 examples for non-terminating. In these 2 examples, the numbers get repeated. That is called recurring. So, for terminating, the example is 1 by 4, which is 0.25. And the example for non-terminating and recurring is 1 by 3 and 2 by 3. All these numbers are rational numbers. I told you already, rational numbers are nothing but fractions together with integer. You know, all fractions are positive and it can be considered as rational numbers because it is of the form P by Q, and both P and Q are integers and Q is not equal to 0. You may have a doubt, how can we say integer as a rational number? Because the condition for rational number is it must be of the form P by Q. In case of integer, it is not in the form of P by Q. The answer is, every integer can be written as rational number, that is in P by Q form. Like, let us consider an integer. Let us consider 5. 5 can be written in P by Q form as 5 by 1. If you have 1 as denominator, the value of numerator is same, that is, which is equal to 5 again. Let us consider a negative number, that is integer, minus 3, which can be written as minus 3 by 1, which is in the form P by Q, where P and Q are integers and Q not equal to 0. which is nothing but minus 3, because if you have 1 as denominator, the numerator's value is the same. That is the answer. I told you that rational numbers are of two kinds, that is terminating. It may be either terminating or non-terminating. If it is non-terminating, it must be recurring. That is, the numbers must repeat. It is not necessary that only one number will repeat. Let me tell you another example. Let us consider 7 by 6, a rational number. What will be the answer of this one? Let us divide and check. 6, 7. So 1 6 is 6. The remainder is 1. You are adding a decimal. 0. Again 1. 6. Remainder is 4. 0. 6 are 36. The remainder again you get as 4. If you add 0 again, this process will be repeated once again, where your answer will be like 6, 6, 6 and goes on. In such case, the answer will be 7 by 6 is equal to 1.16 bar. The number which repeats will get bar on the top to denote that this number repeats. All these are examples of rational number. Okay, next comes irrational number. Irrational number do not have any general symbol or alphabet to denote. In few cases, it is denoted as P or Q dash according to the user's wish. That is, before starting the problem, they'll be denoting. Let me use Q dash to represent irrational number. After that, it can be used. But actually, there is no any general representation of symbol or alphabet for irrational number. Now, irrational number is nothing but a number which is non-terminating and non-recurring. Which is non-terminating. Non-terminating is nothing but the answer which has no end. That means the numbers which comes after the decimal point will not have end and it goes on, and it is non-recurring. Non-recurring means it will not have a repeating pattern. In rational numbers, we have seen that the rational numbers are terminating, or it may be non-terminating but recurring. That means it will have a repeating pattern in case of non-terminating. But in case of irrational numbers, all the numbers are non-terminating, it has no end, and it is non-recurring, which do not have a repeating pattern. For example, root 2, root 3, pi, root 5 goes on. Why do we say root 2 as irrational number? Let us see its answer. Root 2 is equal to 1.414 etc. It goes on. You will get numbers continuing infinitely, but it will not have a repeating pattern. That means you will have this 1, 4 again in the numbers behind, but it will not be in the same order. So we can all the root numbers which is not a perfect square or irrational numbers. For example, root 2, root 3 is also a irrational number, which you will have the answer as 1.7 something. Root 4 is not a rational number because the answer of root 4 is 2, which comes under rational number. So root 4 is not a irrational number. Okay. Next, root 5 is a irrational number because it will be, the answer will be like 2.25 something. Goes on. Next, root 6, root 7, root 8, all these are irrational numbers. Root 9 is rational number because its answer is 3, which is a rational number, which can be written as 3 by 1. So all the square numbers which are not perfect squares will come under irrational numbers. Then I have written pi here. Pi is a irrational number because the value of pi is 3.14285 and it goes on. All these numbers have not repeated, and even if it repeats back, that is, this 4 may repeat back 4, 7, but you will not get this same order. That is why it is non-recurring. That is, it does not have a repeating pattern. So pi is a irrational number. You can ask me, pi is written as 22 by 7 to solve problems in mensuration. That is, you will be substituting 22 by 7 instead of pi. You can ask me, ma'am, this is in the form of p by q. Why it cannot be a rational number and why it is a irrational number? The answer is, the value of pi is not exactly equal to 22 by 7. The value of pi is equivalent to 22 by 7. That is, it is approximately equal to, not exactly. We cannot use equal to sign between pi and 22 by 7 because its answer is not exactly 22 by 7. It is approximately equivalent to 22 by 7. That is why this is a irrational number. Another example is epsilon. All these symbols will have answer like numbers like this, which will not end and which will not have a repeating pattern. So these numbers are irrational numbers. You can represent these in number lines too. In rational number, I forget to write the number line, show you the number line. The number line of a rational number will be rational numbers. How to represent the rational numbers in number line is like 0, here it is minus infinity, plus infinity, 1, 2, it goes on like this. Between 0 and 1, you have half in the middle as answer. This 1 by 2 is a rational number. Between 1 and 2, you have 3 by 2 as answer. This is a rational number. This 1 can be even written as 2 by 2, which gets cancelled and gives you the value 1. So this 1 is also a rational number. In case of negative numbers, the same, minus 1, minus 2. Between you will have minus 1 by 2. Here you will be having minus 3 by 2. So the number line is like 0, 1 by 2, 2 by 2, 3 by 2, 4 by 2, infinity to go. It goes on. 1 by 2 is nothing but half. 2 by 2 is nothing but 1. 3 by 2 is 1 and a half. 4 by 2 is nothing but 2. The same in this side also. That is on the negative side. The number line for irrational number is like 0, 1, 2, positive infinity, negative infinity, minus 1, minus 2. Okay. In case of representing irrational number, let us take root 2. The value of root 2 is 1.414. That is, it lies between 1 and 2. After the decimal, the first digit we have is 4. If it is 1.5, it is exactly between 1 and 2. That is the midline. It is 1.4 here. That is, it is little less than the middle of 1 and 2. So here, between 1 and 2, we have the midpoint here, which is 1.5, and little lesser is 1.4 something, where we'll have root 2. In case of root 3, the answer will be 1.7. That is, it is greater than 1.5. That is, it is greater than 1.5. That is the middle line. So it will be after 1.5, after the middle line. Thus, if it is 1.4, 1.7 will be here, which will be the root 3. And after 2, you have root 5. The answer is 2.25. So after close to 2, here you have root 5. This is how you will be denoting or representing irrational number in a number line. You will be learning rational numbers in your grade 8 and irrational numbers in grade 9. I think you can clearly understand what I have taught you this much time. We have seen different numbers. First one is natural number, which are counting numbers. It starts from 1 and goes till infinity. The next comes whole number. Whole number is nothing but 0 added with natural number gives you whole number. And the number line is represented as 0 to infinity. Next come integers, which is nothing but negative numbers plus whole numbers. And this is its number line. And next comes rational number, which is integer and fractions together. The definition is a number which is of the form p by q, where p and q are integers and q not equal to 0. Is a rational number. These are its examples. I told you that there are two kinds of rational numbers. One is terminating. Next one is non-terminating and recurring. And these are the examples that I have shown and the number line for rational number. Next comes irrational number. Next comes irrational number, which is non-terminating and non-recurring. And these are the examples, and the number line for irrational number is shown. That's it, children. And your homework for today's session is to complete the questions I have sent you in group. Bye.